Good afternoon, Crap to Cream. So we are moving on to this continuing saga of the water pump pulley. So you would have seen from a couple of videos ago that the water pump pulley that I had a viscous fan on it, and the water pump has an extended shaft on it, so you can't just take the fan off and then put another pulley on that water pump. And also with the Revotech fan setup, you can't get the Revotech fan setup on with the water pump from an 83 with aircon manual. So I then got another one from a friend of mine, and that one was too shallow. So that was too shallow here. I found this one in the United States of America, and it has finally arrived. I've cleaned it up and given it a bit of a sparkle up. And then I fitted that on here as it was, and you might be able to see that it was rather close to the bolt, so I became suspicious. So then if you look along the alignment there, you can see it's out, and to be exact, it's 4.5 millimeters out. So this I can do something with. So I made up a packer, shim, whatever you want to call it, 4.5 mil thick. I put a tiny wee spigot on there to go through the pulley, and then I made another internal spigot here to go on the water pump, and obviously the 3 bolt holes. So that now fits in there nice and snug like that. So you can see there where it comes up to the surface. I won't bother putting or lining up the bolt holes because I've only got one pair of hands, or one hand free. So then that goes on there like that, and now that is 4.5 mil further out, and the belts line up perfectly now. So I just got to bolt that on. Then I can put the belt on. This pulley is 5.5 millimeters bigger in diameter than the original one. So the water pump will go fractionally slower. I'm just hoping that doesn't make any difference, or too much difference to the cooling temperature of the car. But I honestly do not understand why I can't just go and get a pulley to fit this car. And this is like this car, and the working with the Range Rover Classic has been like this all along. Like just little things, right, that you just, oh my goodness me, it's so sometimes so frustrating, right? You just can't go and find a part and fit it. Everything seems to be bespoke to what I'm actually doing. Some of it I brought upon it by myself, by like fitting the later grille and all that sort of stuff, and fitting the headlights. So, you know, I understand that bit. But water pump pulley, and like if you are seriously considering restoring a car, then I personally, based on my experience, would recommend an MGB or an MG BGT. The parts are so much more accessible. They are sort of universal. They fit. They're well supported by a really good group of people, and they're just easier to work with. I've got a lot of fond memories attached to a Range Rover Classic from way back, and that's why I'm doing this one, right? I struggled to find a manual, so I found a manual gearbox, and the bodywork wasn't too good, so I've had it repainted so it looks the part, right? And then I've had the electrical issues, and now I've had this water pump issue. I'm now working my way through putting the Holly on there. So I mentioned this a couple of times in the videos before. So the Holly's on now, and I'm slowly getting bits and pieces attached to that and progressing the installation of that. As I would have mentioned in the previous video, the throttle cable's arrived, so I'm waiting for the bracket now to go on here so that I can hold the throttle cable. I've put my little rubber bung in here, which I don't think you can see anyway. So I've done all that stuff now, progressing, going quite well there. I'm going to set the dizzy up when I get the fuel pressure regulator, because I've got to regulate the fuel pressure to 6 psi. Not sure what it would have been originally, but 6 psi is what they recommend for the Holly. So I've got a pressure regulator with a recycle line, coming soon, and then I'll fit that, and then once I've got that fitted, then I can go for a start with the Dizzy. Alright, I think that's about all I've got. Now I'll fit the water pump pulley, and I'll show you that fitted and with the belt on, and I'll hope that the belt fits now because that's bigger. Well, we'll see. Alright, I'll continue on this video when I've fitted the pulley. Good morning. Here we go. So this is just the finish off of the first part of the video that you've just seen. So now I've made some, let's go with significant progress. Radiators in, etc, etc. So the radiator's in now with the Revotech fan set up. I've put the relay down here, run on earth over there, and yeah, done all the wiring up here. Maybe you'll see better from the other side actually. There you go. So there's the wiring now, so it comes up from the two fans and goes up to the two fittings over there. The fan pulley is on. I'm not sure how you can see the alignment, but the alignment between the belt pulleys now is within 1 millimeter, so that's really good. I obviously haven't started it yet, so I don't know whether there's any run out on the pulley or not, but that's all up and tensioned up and all done. I have now done a bit of bling bling with the expansion tank, so that's had a coat of paint and looks a bit better than it did. I got some advice that I should put a fitting in here, so I've drilled and tapped this down here, the bypass, because people say that when the engine gets hot before the thermostat opens, when the thermostat does open, it gets a thermal shock where all the hot water disappears up here to go to the radiator, and it gets a blast of cold water. So I've put this bypass in up to the second point on the radiator here, so that there's always water circulating around the manifold, etc, etc. Waiting for the fittings to arrive so that I can finish off the throttle cable. Also some fittings so I can do the petrol line into the carburetor, and yeah, so that's all to be done. So yeah, so this is it, pretty good now. I've done a quick change on the power steering fluid, so that's all nice and clean now, ready to go. And yeah, here's my wife has brought a cake, and yeah, thank you, dearest. So my wife has now brought a cake and a cup of tea, so thank you very much indeed. There we go. So this is the fuel line. I've got to make that fuel line go over to the carburetor at some point. I'm going to figure out how I'm going to do that. Alright, so there we go. That's what it looks like for now. Looks a bit better than it did before. Alright, I'll post this, and you can like and subscribe, leave comments, whatever you'd like to do. Constructive comments I'm appreciating. Yeah, like, subscribe, comments below. Thank you very much indeed, and I'll bye for now.